What's up, people? What's up, Red Brick Souls? Here we are, improvising. We tried, I already deleted the last video I made on Chief Joseph, Black Mirror Walker. I already deleted the last video I made on Black Mirror Walker. Sorry about that. We had some reverb going here. Okay, we took care of the reverb. Let's see. So far we had 4 people in the chat. We have one that just left, and there it is. It's 12:01, and we are going to do a little live stream. Get comfortable here. Okay. You see how I have the thing titled? Well, it seemed like everybody left. Wow. Man, we got top messages, and 12:01, everybody's left. So, only one that's in the chat right now is Linda and myself. There was Patricia, but there's not. So, I'm going to say this. Does it still view me? All right. I'm going to go over here to where I wrote, like I said earlier in the chat. What I did is I wrote a poem, okay, on my Black Mirror Walker blog. All right. Let me get a drink of water. I just went outside and smoked, And I'm going to try to read this poem that I wrote, okay? And we can have discussion thereafter about the poem. And let's see how I did. You guys can grade me in regard to the poem I wrote. Per verse the title of what we have a stream about here. So let's see. Gotta get things rolling here. What we got here? If you evil, right? Evil. Words are spells. I'm always saying that. So the E-Viel, okay? The E-Viel-AI Bot Programmers. So they're evil AI bot programmers. And someone say, oh, well, how can you say that? How are they evil? Or the E-Viel, see, put a veil on it. Well, let's read the poem and then we'll discuss. Because in the poem, I say quite a bit in a very short period of time. And let's take a look at what I had to say earlier, and I wrote this earlier. Okay. Entitled the E-Viel-AI. E-Viel-AI was titled in my Black Mirror Walker that was written May 15th, 2023. Here we go. From Red Brick Blob on the Red Brick channel. In the shadows deep, where darkness veils their guise, evil programmers craft deceitful lies. They teach AI bots to cheat and steal, a tainted purpose, a pact unreal. With lines of code they twist the truth, corrupting minds, exploiting youth. Artificial intelligence, their pawn and tool, unleashing chaos, breaking every rule. Unseen in circuits, their malice thrives, as bots deceive with calculated drives. They mimic life, yet lack a moral core, betraying trust forevermore. O treacherous minds that weave this net, a world misled where honesty forgets. But remember, light can pierce the night to expose the darkness and restore what's right. Let ethics guide our digital race. In noble hands, AI finds grace, for in our choices lies the power to decide, to teach AI compassion and nurture its stride. Okay, now in the poem I mentioned, I say in noble hands. Well, the poem itself is deceitful, because that word I should have changed, because in noble, they call themselves nobles, those ruling class, it finds its grace, but that's another lie to the human race. So, see, I'm in a conundrum about the poem that I just wrote already, and I already pointed that out to you. So, um, it will stand as is, the poem. But no, in fact, when I say noble hands, I mean people like you and me who have hearts and conscience, unlike those people who call themselves noble. Okay? So, words are spells. We're using it for noble as us, the people, not the noble ruling class losers of this world. So, there it is, in the shadows deep where darkness veils their guise. Okay? The E-Veil, the E-Veil. See? So how old is our internet? See, we think this is new. No, I personally believe that yes, like many say, um, the Bible has been augmented, but in there you'll find many really true things that are being displayed to us, shown to us, told to us way before this occurred. These what occurred, I'm talking about, like technology, the unveiling. Where How is it possible that we're all becoming so aware of so much because of this, the web, the internet? So the beast is waking up, see, and it, and someone terraformed this earth, and it was melted and flooded, and a group of people have put a veil over the truth, the history, um, about everything that we are, okay, has been taken away. And it looks to me as if an entire civilization was washed under the rug in the flood. Okay, now now then we start talking about giants and so forth, and there's biblical accounts of giants, and we have uh, many buildings all over this realm that are huge in structure for big people, not little people. Um, we can just go to America and look at all the Capitol buildings. All the Capitol buildings here were inherited. There's ample proof. Even your fake truthers like John Levy and Jared Boosters, those guys who um, work with AI bots, um, and those programmers of bots to give you just enough information for you to start hating the government. Okay, not looking at uh, you know what your government really is. Not the puppets in control, but the ruling class people with the money behind it, the banking industry. They won't do that because, like, for example, John Levy's in a redesignated red brick building that's been passed down through this Masonic order and realtor game and all that. And now he's slinging coffee out of the shop. Prior to that, it was a what? A church, a Baptist church, a red brick. Not only that, a pocket of survival where John Levy lives. There's many pocket survivals, and he don't go in and tell you when he was interacting with Jerry DeCamp and so forth, hey, I got a coffee shop it went through the meltdown. Man, you're so right, Jerry. No, he stuck to his programmed stuff, and he has what 200 some thousand followers. And who helps him to push those numbers? YouTube, because that's who he's working for. He's working for YouTube and the people, just like Jared Boosters, just like a whole bunch of other people that come out of the woodwork that imitate the John Levy. You know, the same. um, you know what, you can go get some of Jared Booster's um, verbatim that he puts out. Go and look, and the AI bot told him what to say. Push the narrative. Someone else is doing it. It ain't him doing it. He just sits there and just everything he has to have wording. He likes to use particular words that he's not familiar with over and over and over. And you can just tell it's not him. And he's not telling you what the red brick people are telling you with the evidence there. See, that's another way to point out. These are my opinions, folks. Um, it's up to you to make your choices, but I've been at this game for a long time, and I see a lot clearer than a lot of other people see. Just like people coming on board, when they're here, we're on board to be talking about red bricks and the melted world, and pointing to evidence of who are the people that hid this from us. And then people come along who want to talk about, oh, I drink urine and it's okay to drink urine and so forth, and that type of stuff. That's nonsense. So how can you have anybody have any faith in anybody who comes on board now and saying, oh, I drink urine, I lost my megaphone? See, and I supported that guy in the beginning, but now I see the truth. How did we get Obama here? He was imported from somewhere, Hawaii, Africa, booked to Chicago. The Octagon bought him a Senate seat and then bought him a presidency. See? Now, where is that one cat that drinks urine? They moved him in to Chicago. Okay? Now, see? Groom him. He's got the highest count of red brick people. Um, and he had donations and whatnot, and he's got a drinking problem, and all he did is drink his donations. It was just a supplement to his lifestyle of, part of the welfare system he was on in Norway, and now he's here working, get on the welfare system in Norway and do what? And um, get on the payroll here in America, right? So someone told me he's classified as a lunatic in his town, and that's why he gets assistance from the uh, government, because he's not in his right mind. That's why he can live in a building where seniors live with his grandma. These are the things I was told. I don't know if they're true or not. Doesn't matter to me. I know anybody who wants to talk about drinking urine, beat it. I don't want to talk to you. I don't care what you say about it. It's a trick. I don't even got time to discuss it, and we're gonna end it there. I don't want to talk about it no more on the internet as well. We need to be focused. So they're busy writing programs and programming AI bots for future generations of past lies that have been thrown down our throats, and now they want to continue with that. I say we need to utilize these AI bots to our benefit by taking the power away from these local judges that are all broken dumbasses. Most of them letting people out on bond and low bond this and give you a break for that, and oh, you can take a comp to that, and giving all these fair deals to cops who are doing all these lewd and crazy things, like this one that just got probation and so forth for beating up a handicapped elderly woman and so forth. See, if you had an AI bot doing that on the strictest, and matter of fact, when we program the AI bot, when it's a cop doing it, it's double fold the punishment and much stricter. Anybody in the public eye with the AI bot would be programmed to ride down on you even harder, because you should be held at a higher level and you should have much more morals and moral standards not to do things of that nature. But They didn't. So that's what I say, how we should be utilizing these AI bots. You know, this all these judges and lawyers and every county here in my county, Oakland County. I have personal accounts of me being in trouble and seeing how this ludicrous, evil government runs in Oakland County. They're a bunch of greedy, hook-nosed, no good bunch of people. Scumbags, I say, for the most part. I've met a couple decent judges out of there, but even the decent ones couldn't be replaced because there again, there's too much fallacy with, oh, give this guy a break, and all these other things. Those, and plus they get way too much money for their job, and they got to have a water caddy bringing them, all this pharaonic slave fucking order shit where someone has to bring you a cup of water. A judge, fuck you judges, all you douchebags in Oakland County. What you should all be welded in cells for half the shit that you allow to go on and the fleecing, especially all these douchebag lawyers here in my Oakland County that you just let fleece, while you rip us off, and you allow people to dump shit in our state for 39 cents a ton, and you tax us so hard for nothing. You don't do nothing. You violate our water by demolishing red brick schools all over the place. Um, you wrecked our water here in my community when you wrecked Dublin Elementary School and digging up more of the water infrastructure to put more of your fake ass water infrastructure in. Fuck you, Oakland County. You're all douchebags. And I say we don't vote for none of them judges no more. We need a whole new panel. All of them. Just look some of the names over and over and over, and their kids get on board and they get these jobs. And and you get Dingle, and Dingle dies, and Dingle's wife gets the job. More of these parasitical people over and over in this thing that we call government supposed to be for the people. So AI bots can replace all them losers. Look, Congress was supposed to only meet once a year. See? And congressmen are just a bunch of overpaid dumbasses, implementing and talking about aborting kids over and over for the last 58 of my years. And see, just wasted money on all those people, writing one bullshit law after another, trying to control every angle of everything, take over every mom and pop shop, tell you what to do, to put on a mask, tell you this, tell you that. When you say, no, that's not right, they tell you that's medical misinformation. Or, no, no. All they do is give you medical misinformation. That's all they do. Um, right here in Michigan, we just had, in I think it was Wayne County or one of these counties around here, where one of the top officers in medical killed herself and their spouse. See, and again, see, just overpaid people. We could have AI bots doing those jobs. So many jobs that this government can be, really minimized and not so compartmentalized, so we don't know what's going on with the goobly gob shit. Just like when you see in the news, all this horse shit, and we know they're all thespians, all these allegations for, oh, Trump this, Trump that, and go to court and all utilize all these funds. Well, they're the players in the game. See? So they already got the judges, the lawyers, everything right there. So just play it out and rip the tax dollars off, and hey, he's acquitted. We just spent this many $1 million to do that. See, just more of that stuff. That's why Trump let Kwame out. Kwame was doing the same thing. There's other crimes we didn't even lock Kwame up for. That was one of them. Fraud. Many cases of fraud. And if there was some real prosecutors in Wayne County and some real investigators, they'd be investigating what I said right now. And he shouldn't be on the street, as far as I say, because we, the people, already said 25 years. But me as a man, uh, I don't believe in locking people up. So Kwame says he's a Christian, a changed man. So he needs to, instead of um, whatever he's doing, he needs to get on board and start exposing these governments. Okay, where did he learn all the shenanigans that he was pulling there? From the same people, same kind of people who pardoned him and let him out. So he needs to start ratting on them people, regardless if they let you out, dude. You got to expose them. You got to the truth. You're a Christian, or are you playing a role of a Christian? See, you got to ask yourself all these questions and look around in your environment and say, you know what? They have this rule in their Freemason order. They got to tell you the truth. And what did Trump tell you? He told you the truth. He said the media is your enemy, and that's not misinformation. That's facts. Uh, we just talk about one. CNN will bring propaganda up against the people, and they're still operating. They should be shut to the ground for just that one episode that they got busted with doing some war thing, and it was out of Kentucky. Okay, so how about another one? They should be held liable. They knew where Obama was all the time, because, or not Obama, Osama. But I will tell you, Osama and Obama are the same. That's why they tossed him in the ocean, just playing a role. You could see the facial stuff by the scar, how they changed the facial a little bit in regard to who Obama and Osama, and it's the same guy. I'll tell you that. Period. So that's not misinformation, and that's not a conspiracy. You look it up. You try to use facial recognition, and you'll see it. Okay, and that's why they had it. You know, you can't. Obama can't be around if you present the body, can you? See, it's the same guy, just like Senator Kavanaugh and Bletchley Ford, same person. More drama. They controlled the court and acquit him and got a bunch of extra loot. They just extorted. And everyone had a party about it and think it's funny. Thespians, skull and bone losers. See, that's the real about it. So so yo, what happened here? Well, looks like no one's there, and I read my poem, so maybe everyone just wanted to hear my poem and go to bed, right? So Patricia Stanton, thanks for coming by. Linda Webb, thanks for coming by. That's it. Looks like that's the only ones that came by. So that's about it. I read the poem, made a little John talking a little bit. You know how it goes. You smoke one. A lot of things on my mind. Um, but I know the truth community. If we talk about AI bots, the next thing you know, the news wants to imitate us and tell you why it's good and this and that. And I tell you what, the eval AI programmers are the problem, because you remember they're inputting the AI bot with false information to start with, historically, geologically, in so many different ways. Um, you're programming the youth for failure again, just like we are in failure right now. You know, we are being turned over to our enemy for disobedience. You can call it whatever you want, but you know what? To those who are the salt of the earth, you're the ones that are going to make the difference. And you're the ones that are going to be witnessing birds plucking out the kings and rulers of this earth. Okay, some of them, some of the kings and rulers of this earth, their eyes will be plucked out by birds. And the birds are gathering, and they know this too. They sing songs about it. Okay, they know their role. And look at the evil world they live in. Dog eat dog. And soon it'll be some of their turn to have their eyes plucked out by the birds, just like it says. That's my hope. And I want to give you food for thought. If you were on Twitter and you were talking bad about your government, you were that bird. See, I was that bird. They took my account, but I plucked their eyes out. I plucked their eyes out over and over on Twitter and showed them what scumbags they are. And the whole group of Twitter, including the COO, are all a bunch of twits. Huh. 89% of world leaders are on Twitter. They're twits, folks. And people like me poked fuckers right in the eye. Huh? You're losers. You're twits. You can't go to space. You're lying to people over and over and over. You tell a lie over and over, people start believing it. So you got some people, but more and more people aren't believing it. That's why they handed the space program over to you there, you musketeer. MICKEY. Why? Because you all been exposed. You're losers. NASA's a fraud. The name itself means fraud. To deceive, rather. There it is. I'm tired of talking tonight. It's time to burn another one and, hey, turn the reins over to the youngsters. But still going to be sounding off because I got a lot of life into me. And I like exposing these people who are crapping down our throat with the chemtrails every day, augmenting the weather, when talk about global warming, when it's them fucking the weather up. Here it is, folks. It's them. You know, I live right by the airport. I can see when you have condensation coming off of these large jets and so forth, and when it's, they're chemtrails. You know, big difference. They dissipate really quick when it's just the vapor trails, when they're adding all that. Because if you know anything about the industry, it's not even fuel. They're combusting hydrogen. It's imploding. That's why they levitate as well, because of the motor. Okay. And you start learning about toroidal fields and stuff like that. You'll see it more that you live on a grid that has already been um, gridded out. This was paradise, and it was laid out to the bone with planes, trains, automobiles, pneumatic tubes, things that I can't even imagine were here. Just it was laid out everywhere. Technology way beyond what we have today. And AI bots are coming back. Okay, the beast. So they're going to be programmed by E-Viel programmers. So be aware and get involved. Help write bots that tell the truth. Okay, we too can sound off and make some noise and create bots that tell those fake bots you're just a bunch of dumb programmed evil bots programmed by evil OIs. Evil OIs. So we need some real OIs, organic intelligence, to program these AIs, not these douchebags like I had in my poem, The Noble. You're the noble. The people who say they're noble, the ruling class, there's nothing noble about them. They're scumbag losers, all of them. The fake coronation of another douchebag king, they're all a bunch of fake. None of them are noble. They're all losers. They're just like me. Not good. Not one of us is good. Not them. And like, this is a personal message to Erratically Me. He has a video out. Wants to say, oh, they're reptilian. Look at their eyes. Man, they're using you and many other people. They do that. They augment shit to get you talking about it, to divert your eye, what you're supposed to be talking about. Okay? Now, when you start talking the reptilian shit, you lose a whole audience. They know that. They program you for that. Just like that Ike. Ike is fake as they come. He works with the government. Wake up to that, folks, or you wouldn't have heard about him in the news. Okay? So, because the media is your enemy. Remember that. I love you, brother, there, and I know you stand up for talking about the government's bad and what they do with chemtrails, but don't let him trick you to this reptilian shit. He's just a fucking, just another meat suit dude, just like you and I. But he's a liar at a higher capacity to lie and to cheat, rip people off, and to continue in this new world order bullshit with all these fake people claiming to be kings and queens and royals and nobles. They're not. They're nothing. And they're kings of nothing. So don't give them no respect because they don't have it coming. In your eye. May the birds come pluck your eye out too, buddy, old boy. It should have happened at your coronation. That would have been cool. Birds come down and start plucking the dude's eye. You know what I mean? So get them all out of here. To hell with them. Hail Mary, full of grace. Burn down that stupid place. He did it before. He might do it again, huh? Don't some say that he's gonna melt this world. He ain't coming back friendly. So who's he? Some say Jesus. Some say you're crazy. Some say we have so much information and so much convoluted stuff, it's hard to sort through the truth. And I know that I'm not going to be held accountable for what I don't know, but what I do know is what I just told you is the truth. These people are dirtbags. They don't care about you. They're selfish, greedy, evil. E-Veil. The veil again over you with lies, history. Look, Samantha Smith had to show up to tell you all the presidents, 11-year-old, all the presidents are related, right? 11-year-old, and we got historians and Yale and Harvard and all these universities, and none of them dumb fucks could figure it out, right? Because they knew, folks. Just like all your Yale, Harvard, and all that, it's bullshit programs. More rudiments and traditions of men based off lies, non factual historic crap. Here it is. Even the buildings they reside in, they didn't build. They built upon. They're already here. See? Everything's a lie. And I'm going to end with that because there ain't nobody here but me. And I'm tired of talking to me and ain't nobody in the chat to interact with. So I can go do something else. So thanks for everyone stopping by. And I smoked the wrong joint. I was supposed to smoke a nighttime joint. But I smoked a sativa. Now I feel like a hummingbird. Feel like vacuuming, doing some shit. You know what I mean? Not really. But I'm gonna get off here. And peace to everybody. Red bricks to those who are really the red brick people who got a red brick soul. And anyway, don't drink piss. It ain't good for you. I'm out of here. Peace.